The Worcester Railers have made their first trade ahead of the 2023-24 season, acquiring forward Keeghan Howdeshell from the Kansas City Mavericks in exchange for defenseman Jared Brandt. Keeghan's a Brighton, Michigan native who's entering his 5th year as a professional in the ECHL. Keeghan, welcome to Worcester.
Thank you. I'm excited to be there.
Now, Keeghan, help our fans to get to know you a little bit better here. Just tell us first, how'd you start playing hockey growing up?
I just, growing up, I was surrounded by my cousins who played hockey. My cousin Sean, my two cousins Sean's, my uncle Mike. Kind of like grew up and playing it, and I would go out there and skate around, kind of mess around, but didn't really get too serious into it until I started around like 5 years old, and they gave me some gloves and a stick and tossed me out there, and next thing you know, here we are.
Now, growing up, you mentioned ahead of this that you actually know a former Railer who's been on and off the roster with the Bridgeport Islanders as well, Colin Adams. Talk about your relationship with him.
Well, me and Colin go way back in middle school is where it all started. We've been working out every morning in the last 5 years, every summer. He's a great dude. He's a great hockey player. He's a great friend to myself. My family loves him. He's one of those guys you can bring around, and he's comfortable being here around my family, sisters, and all that. So yeah, that's where my friendship is with Colin.
That's great to hear about a Railer that you've been familiar with in the past. Tell us, what do you like to do outside of the rink when you're not playing hockey?
I would say one of my favorite things to do when I'm not playing hockey is go fishing. I'm a big fisherman. I live on a lake here in Michigan. If I'm not at the gym or, on the ice, or I'm most likely on the boat fishing. Either it's by myself or a few buddies come by here and there. But yeah.
What's the best catch you've ever had?
Oh, um, we went salmon fishing a few years ago. So I'd probably say we caught a few big salmons there, and I've also caught a few decent sized walleye in the lake here. So I'd probably say either one of those.
Funny enough, you caught a walleye. You actually ended up playing for Toledo in your career. You played in their Winterfest game against the Indy Fuel. That outdoor game, you scored a goal in that game. Talk about what it was like to play outdoors.
It was obviously different. The excitement of it was leading up to it was, it was awesome. You get that, you get Christmas break, and then right after Christmas break, we have a game outdoors in the baseball stadium. And when it's snowing, it's just one of those things you look back as a kid and you see all those winter games growing up. And, I was a big Detroit fan. Detroit had a few of those growing up. So to be able to, to play in one of them was awesome.
How'd you prep for the game? Did you wear any extra equipment to help keep warm while you're on the ice?
No, you know what? No, we locker room. I think the only thing that the boys were really worried about, or was the eye mask. The black eye mask you got going on. We said, we were fine about being cold, but as long as we looked good doing it, I think that's what we were thinking.
Uh, Learning a bit more about you, do you have any favorite hockey memories growing up, either as a player or a fan?
Oh, yeah. I played 2 years at the national team development program, and we got to go. I had the chance to go overseas, over to like Finland, Russia, and all those places. So I think to be able to do that at such a young age was pretty cool, and eye opening for sure. And then another one I think would have to be, we made a run. I played for the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds in the OHL, and we made a run and the OHL finals to the all the way to the finals. We ended up losing, but we won the Western Conference Championship. And I think just like to be able to be with those guys, for so long, and then almost win a championship, I think that was pretty cool. But yeah, we didn't get the job done. But those were memories that are gonna last like a lifetime.
For fans who haven't gotten the chance to see you play, describe your play style.
Well, I think I'm a bigger body, so I think like my advantages come from, my shot. I lean towards more my shot, below the goal line. Getting chances to create chances for my teammates. Um, I mean, yeah, I think that's probably yeah, these.
So far, we're a few months into the off season. You just wrapped up your second season with the Kansas City Mavericks before now coming here to Worcester. Let's talk about how your off season's been going, really.
It's been good. Like I said, I'm training, 5 days a week down in where I'm from with Colin Adams. We're skating 2 days a week here. We do this. We have this Made in Michigan League. It's called. We play in these games versus pro players, college players. So it's been good. Everyone's been getting their work in, and the more the season comes closer, it's more definitely more exciting.
Now you're entering your fifth season as a professional in the ECHL. You've also gotten a couple of AHL games under your belt. Just talk about how you feel your game has grown in the time that you've started playing professional hockey.
Yeah, absolutely. Coming from juniors over to pro, especially my first year when I was in Rapid City, not from where I am now. I think I've progressed over the years. Just like more so, just knowing how the game works and knowing the pro schedule and all that. I think definitely being around a lot of great players has helped me where I am today. So, so yeah.
And then last question for you here, Keeghan. When you are down at the DCU Center playing for the Railers this season, what can fans expect from you when they come out to see you play?
You're gonna get everything from me every night. Energy is gonna be there. I'm a very energetic guy. I like to have fun, but also I like to work. Score goals, get the team going, and definitely get the crowd going as well.
All right, well, there you have it. Keeghan Howdeshell acquired in a trade from the Kansas City Mavericks. Looking forward to seeing you down at the DCU Center on opening night, October 21st.
Awesome. Can't wait.
All right, well, that's another Railer locked up for the 23-24 season. We're looking forward to announcing more Worcester Railers to this year's coming roster as the weeks roll ahead. Be sure to stay tuned on our social media channels as those come along.